Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This is part 9 video on the chapter of linear equations into variables, where I will be solving set 2 of 5 MCQs from the MCQs practice exercise problems from the supplementary book titled MCQs in Mathematics by RD Sharma. So these problems are based on the graph of a linear equation that I discussed on in part 4 and 5. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9 following the textbook of author RD Sharma. If you if you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Okay. The question number 6. In the previous video, I solved the first five questions on the MCQs practice exercise. In this video, I will be solving the remaining 5 questions. Question number 6 says the point of the form a comma a always lies on which line? There are all the choices. Lines are given. X-axis. Now, x-axis, any point on the x-axis will definitely have the ordinate always 0. But the point is given, the form of the point given is a comma a, which means that a is the real number, but a is not always equal to 0. Over here, this form a comma a means that a is a real number. A belongs to, I always denote, I always mathematically describe the fact that a is the real number by this notation. That is, a belongs to R. R denotes the set of all real numbers, and this symbol belongs to epsilon. Epsilon, the name of the symbol is epsilon. It means belongs to, that is, a belongs to the set R, which means that a is a real number. So a is a real number does not necessarily mean that it will always be 0. It can be anything. But the thing is that whatever the value a comma a, the form a comma a ensures that whatever the value of ordinate or x y ordinate is, x y coordinate is, it will the x abscissa of the x coordinate will be same. So x-axis the y value is always the ordinate or the y coordinate is always 0. So it will not be x-axis. Y-axis, the x abscissa is always 0, or the x coordinate is always 0. This is not the equation. Y equals to x. This is the equation. C is the correct choice. Y equals to x, because whatever value you choose for x as abscissa or x coordinate, that same value will be the ordinate or y coordinate. And remember that the graph of the line y equals to x passes through the origin, whose coordinate is 0, 0. And obviously, choice D, x plus y is equals to 0. No, because if I consider the value of a to be 2, 2 plus 2 is not 0. So C is the correct choice. Let's see question number 7. The distance between the graphs of the equations x equals to minus 3 and x equals to 2 is. Now, you must always be very clear in drawing the graph of equations of the form x equals to a or y equals to b. They are lines parallel to the y-axis or x-axis. Now, x equals to minus 3 is a line parallel to y-axis. Parallel to y-axis. Now, where will the line be? On the right hand side of y or on the left hand side of y? It will depend on, it is given that x equals to minus 3 means that every point, every coordinate, every point on this line which will be parallel to y-axis, it will be at a distance of 3 from the origin to the left hand side. That is, x coordinate of all the points lying on the graph of x equals to minus 3 will be minus 3. So the line x equals to minus 3 will be the line AB, where the line this line AB is intersecting the x-axis at the point P, whose coordinate is minus 3 comma 0, and all points on this line AB, the x coordinate or abscissa of all the points on the line AB will be minus 3. Okay, what will be the graph of the line of the equation x equals to 2? So definitely the graph will be a line parallel to again the y-axis, but to the right hand side of the y-axis and at a distance 2. Remember, the line x equals to minus 3 is at a distance 3 from the y-axis. So the line x equals to 2 will be like this line or graph. Let's say it be PQ, and the coordinate of the point where it cuts the x-axis will be 2 comma 0. Let's say this point be let's say this be not P, but let's say C, and this be D. So now the question has asked what is the distance between the line AB and PQ. AB is the line or graph of the equation x equals to minus 3, and PQ is the line or graph of the equation x equals to 2. Clearly, the distance between AB and PQ is CD. CD is the distance which is equal to, now this is the origin whose coordinate is 0 comma 0. CD is equal to CO, length of CO plus length of OD. Now what is CO? The length of CO is nothing but the x coordinate. It will be the length of CO is not the x coordinate of C for the point C, but the mod of the x coordinate of the point C, that is mod of minus 3, which is equal to 3 plus CO is mod of plus minus 3, and OD is also, since OD the x coordinate is already positive, the point D is at a distance 2 units from the origin O, and the point C is at a distance 3 units from the origin O. So the length of CO and OD will be 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. So the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. This was how we solved it visually or graphically or geometrically, but you can quickly answer this question by seeing the equation x equals to minus 3 and x equals to 2. What you do is you basically take the mod of the difference. X equals to, so in general, let's say you are asked what is the difference between the lines x equals to A and the line x equals to B. The distance of the lines the distance between the graphs of the equations x equals to A and x equals to B will be difference of A and B and their mod, which is also equal to B minus mod of B minus A or mod of A minus B. You just take the difference of these two, either A minus B or B minus A, and take the mod. That is, the mod means absolute value. This is the mod operator. This means the numerical value of x. If x is minus 4, then mod of x will be 4. If x is 0, mod of x is 0. If x is 2, mod of x is 2. Okay. Question number 8 is similar to question number 7, but now it is asking the distance between the graphs of the equations y equals to minus 1 and y equals to 3. This time the two lines are parallel to the x-axis. Any equation of the form y equals to k, where k is a real number, is always a line. The graph of the equation y equals to k is always a line parallel to the x-axis. Now, if k is positive, then the line will lie above the x-axis. If k is negative, the line will lie below the x-axis, and also that line will be at a distance mod of k units from the origin. Okay, so let's say this is the x Cartesian plane, that is y-axis and x-axis. Now y equals to 1. Basically y equals to minus 1. will be a line parallel to the x-axis and at a distance 1 from the origin, but below the x-axis, because it is -1. So this is the origin 0, 0, 0. So you take a distance of 1 below the origin. Let's say this B1. So this line AB is the graph of the equation y equals to -1, and this point will be -1, 0. What will be the graph or line of the equation y equals to 3? Y equals to 3, 3 is positive, and so it will be a line parallel to the x-axis and at a distance 3 units above the x-axis. So let's say PQ, this line is the graph or line of the equation y equals to 3, where obviously the line PQ or graph PQ is intersecting the y-axis at a point, let's say A, which will be 3, which will be 0, 3, and the line y equals to -1, which is the line AB, will intersect the y-axis at the point -1, 0. Let that point be B. So basically we are asked to find the distance between the lines PQ and AB, which is basically AB, which is also equal to AO plus OB. What is AO? The length of AO, it is the distance of the point A from the origin, which is obviously 3, and the OB is the distance of the point B from the origin, which is 1. So this is 4. So the correct choice is B. Now immediately, how you can find the distance between the graphs? The distance between the graphs of two equations of the form, let's say y equals to C and y equals to D, where C and D are some real numbers. It is the same. It will be mod of C minus D or mod of D minus C. If you are asked to find the distance between the graphs of two equations of the form y equals to C and y equals to D, then the answer will be mod of C minus D or mod of D minus C. Let's see the next question. Question number 9. The graph of y equals to 6 is a line. Okay. Now first of all, without seeing the choices, you must be able to draw the graph of the equation y equals to 6. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Obviously y equals to 6 will be a line parallel to the x-axis. And since 6 is a positive value, so that line will be above the x-axis at a distance 6 units from the origin. So right away, you should be able to draw the graph of the equation y equals to 6. So let's say AB is the graph or line of the equation y is equal to 6. So this is the graph or line of the equation y equals to 6, which is a line parallel to x-axis and at a distance 6 units from the origin O, and the line lies above the x-axis. Now let's see what are the choices. Choice A, parallel to x-axis at a distance 6 units from origin 0, 0. This is true. This is true. Choice B, parallel to y-axis at a distance 6 units from O. Parallel to y-axis? No. Choice B is wrong, because y equals to 6 is always a line parallel to x-axis. Choice B is false. Making okay, the graph of y equals to 6 is a line. Okay, making an intercept 6 on the x-axis. Now, what is an intercept? What is what is meant by an intercept made by a line? So if you have, so this is the, let's say y, this is the axis, coordinate axis y and x. So if there is a line like this, let's say this is a line RS, then we say that, and let's say they are intersecting the x-axis at the point A. This is the origin O. It is intersecting the x-axis at the point A and the y-axis at the point B. We say that the line RS is making an intercept OA, intercept of length OA towards the positive side of the x-axis, And in this figure, the way I have drawn the straight line RS, it is making an intercept of length OA towards the positive side of the x-axis, and it is making an intercept of length OB towards the negative side of the y-axis. So these are the two intercepts. Okay, now clearly the line y equals to 6, it is not making any intercept. It is actually okay, making an intercept 6, making an intercept 6 on the x-axis. No, making an intercept 6 on the y-axis. Now it is intersecting the y-axis at the point, let's say this be the point P, which is at a distance of this point will be 0, 6. The point P is at a distance 6 from the origin. Now will the can we say that this line AB, which is parallel to x-axis, it is making an intercept 6 on the y-axis? Is it making an intercept 6 on the y-axis? I don't think so, because if as far as my knowledge is concerned, if intercept means if a line makes an intercept, then it will make intercept with both the axes, with both the y-axis and x-axis. It cannot be, there cannot be a line which is making an intercept only with one of the x-axis, one of the coordinate axes, that is either x or y. No, intercept means it will make an intercept with both the y-axis and x-axis, that is it will cut both the x-axis and y-axis at some point. So clearly the correct choice will be A, that is the line y equals to 6 is parallel to x-axis at a distance 6 units from origin. Let's see the last problem. The graph of the equation 2x plus 3y equals to 6 is a line which meets the x-axis and y-axis respectively at the points. Okay, so basically we have to find the coordinates of the points where the graph of this equation is intersecting. That is the, no sorry, we have to find the coordinates of the points where the graph of this equation is intersecting with the x-axis and y-axis. How do we find the coordinates of those 2 points? Always you must be very clear how to find the coordinates of the points where the graph of equation is intersecting with the x-axis and y-axis. The point, the coordinate of the point, where the graph of any equation intersects with the x-axis, that coordinate will always be of the form a, 0, because coordinate will be all for any point on the x-axis, the ordinate or the y coordinate will be always 0. So the coordinate of the point where the line 2x plus 3y equals to 6 will intersect the x-axis will always be of the form a, 0. Now this means that a, 0 must be a root of the equation 2x plus 3y equals to 6. So I can say twice of a plus 3 into 0 should be equal to 6. This implies a is equal to 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. So a equals to 3, which means that the equation, the graph of the given equation, let's say this be the Cartesian plane, y-axis, x-axis, origin O. So clearly 3 the coordinate of the point where the graph of this equation cuts the x-axis is 3, 0. Let's say this be the point 3, 0. So this is the point where the graph of the given equation will intersect the x-axis. Okay, so what will be the point, what will be the coordinate of the point where the graph of the given equation will intersect with the y-axis? That is, it should be somewhere over here, above, over here, anywhere on the y-axis. How do I find the coordinates? So definitely any point, any coordinate of any point on the y-axis will be of the form 0, a, because the x coordinate will always be 0. X coordinate or abscissa of any point lying on the y-axis is always 0. So the coordinate of any point on the y-axis will be of the form 0 comma a. Now if this is so, then 0 comma a, uh, 0 comma a, now, so if let's say the graph of the equation 2x plus 3y equals to 6 is intersecting the y-axis at the point 0 comma a, we are assuming that. So this means that 0 comma a should be a root of the given equation. So we must have twice into 0 plus 3 into a is equal to 6. So this implies a is equal to 6 by 3, which is equal to 2. So the point B, let's say the graph of the equation is intersecting with the y-axis at the point B, it is 0 comma 2. So the coordinate of the point where the graph of the equation is intersecting with the x-axis is 3 comma 0, and the coordinate of the point where the graph of this equation is intersecting with the y-axis is 0 comma 2. I hope solving these problems will give you a good understanding of how to apply the concepts of the graph of a linear equation to solve this kind of problems. If it is so, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I will see if I can solve more problems, more conceptual problems. I will try to solve, make 2 sets of conceptual problems, 5 problems in each set, so that your understanding of the linear equations and solutions of linear equations and graph of linear equations are properly evaluated. So please stay tuned for two videos to come as solving sessions, where I will be solving 5 conceptual problems per set. So I am ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.